everyone to Canadian Yorker here. So we are live on YouTube. I want to apologize to you guys for the lack of videos that I've been putting out. I know I've put out videos every day. I put out videos once a day, every day. I talk about the topics I talk about with Javonta Davis, boxing, soccer, um, and of course basketball. And of course, I do my travel videos. But I want to apologize first of all to everybody for in case you haven't been seeing any of my videos. It's because I've been having sort of a technical issue with my computer that I use to make my videos. So I'm working on my end to make sure that changes are made so that things can be fixed. Um, so I'm bringing this live stream to you guys. Of course, there's no other better way than to stay in touch with you guys, of course, than through live streaming. So in this live stream here, we're going to be talking about the World Cup and talking about who is qualifying for the World Cup. Because I'm talking about soccer, I do have um, another article that I want to share with you guys to that's for another live stream. So in this live stream, we're going to be talking about who is qualified for the World Cup 2026. This article here is from goal.com, and in it says it was written March 25th, 2026. So just about 2 days ago, because today is Thursday, and it was written on Tuesday. So without further ado, let's get into this. So it says here, who has qualified for the World Cup 2026? Full list of teams heading to the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So Goal.com breaks down all confirmed qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup, plus the teams who could soon be on their way. And it says here, the 2026 World Cup will feature a total of 48 teams for the first time in history, with FIFA opting to expand the 32-team tournament format that has been in place since the 1998 edition. Excuse me. That means more international teams, more than ever, will converge upon the United States, Canada, and Mexico for what promises to be a historic occasion. UEFA is guaranteed 16 slots at the tournament, while CAF gets 9 and AFC gets 8. There will be a minimum of 6 each from CONMEBOL and CONCACAF, while OFC has one guaranteed slot for the first time. The remaining two pieces will be decided through intercontinental playoffs. Here, Gold brings you all the teams that are qualified for the World Cup 2026. So thank you guys for coming in and watching. I'm just bringing you updated information on the World Cup. So don't be afraid to comment and, of course, like and subscribe. I'm bringing information to you on the live stream today. So the first team that qualified, so we have three teams that actually qualify for the World Cup. The first team that qualifies is Canada, of course, my home country. Like I said, Canada will feature the men's World Cup for the third time in their history, thanks to the fact that they are one of the tournament's co-hosts. The 2026 edition will be their second tournament in a row, having competed in Qatar in 2022, with players such as Alfonso Davies, I can't even say his name, Esther Keo, and Jonathan David in their third in their ranks. Canada will be eager to make history on home soil by getting out of the groups. The second one is Mexico, of course, the powerhouse. We know how
Tomorrow,
Mexico
you'll
is.
see lots of clouds
Um,
and can expect a high of
Mexico
53
is
degrees Fahrenheit and a
says
low
that
of
Mexico
42 degrees.
qualified on February 14, 2025, and it says here the 2026 edition of the World Cup will be the third time Mexico has served as the host country, having previously hosted iconic tournaments in 1970 and 1986. L3 are well accustomed to the World Cup stage, and this will be their 18th appearance. However, they have never got past the quarterfinal stage and will be aiming to upset odds by mounting a genuine charge at glory. Last but not least, is the United States, of course. Like Canada and New Mexico, the United States men's national team are automatic qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup by virtue of being joint hosts. It will be the 12th appearance on this stage for the United States men's team, and fans will be hopeful that they can go further into the knockout stage this time around. Boasting stars such as Kristen Pulisic, Weston McKennie, and Tyler Adams, the U.S. men's national team will be quietly confident of their ability to match the best teams in the world. Yeah, let's see how far the U.S. men's national team can go because let's face it, the women's national team has been killing it every single time. They are killing it, but the men's national team is always struggling when it comes to the World Cup. But let's see how far they go. Next team is Japan, also a powerhouse. Um, he qualified on March 20th, 2025, this month. March says Japan has qualified for the seventh consecutive World Cup, having booked their place by finishing in the top two of the AFC third round qualifying group with the likes of Takefusa Kubo, Wataru Endo, Kaoru Mitoma, Ritsu Doan in their ranks, and the Samurai Blue will hope to go beyond the round of 16 for the first time. Will they do it? We'll see. New Zealand, they qualified this month as well, March 24th, 2025. So to New Zealand, all whites will be heading to the World Cup for the third time in their history after securing qualification from the OFC section. New Zealand previously competed in the 1982 and 2010 World Cups, so the current crop of players led by the free-scoring Nottingham Forest star Chris Wood will be keen to make their presence felt after a 16-year absence. They've been out. They have not been active. They have been. So they're coming in. Iran is the next one, and they qualified on March 25th, 2025. So it says here, Iran having sealed their spot at a fourth consecutive successive World Cup as they search to go beyond the first stage of the finals for the first time in their history. Mehdi Tarami is still knocking in goals at the age of 32 and will again be tasked with leading Team Melli in the North America. Very interesting. The big team, the defending champions, Argentina, coming in. It says March 2025, March 25th, 2025, Argentina has qualified as well. It says here, it was never really in doubt, but Argentina will officially be able to defend their crown in 2026 after securing progression from CONMEBOL qualifying. So it says the Argentinians will be on the hunt for the fourth title, where they can become the first champion since Brazil to retain since in 1962 to retain. So will Argentina will they retain will they retain the World Cup championship? No, that's what I want to know. Can they do it? It's really hard to repeat as champions. You know, just like in basketball right now, you have the Boston Celtics, so they're the current champions, but they got to repeat as champions. Will Argentina will they repeat? I don't even know. Is Leon Messi actually coming back to play for Argentina? Will he come back to play for Argentina in this World Cup? I don't know. I don't think so. He did say he was retiring. If one remembers, he did say he was retiring after this. So we'll have to see what will happen. It says here for the other clubs that we have coming in. So it says who could qualify next. Here's a picture of the various regional qualification campaigns and the teams that are close to securing qualification. In the AFC, we have four places left from the AFC to nail down, and we have as we have it right now, two teams that are already securing qualification. South Korea and Uzbekistan are knocking it down in the AFC. Next, we have CAF. The March international window will not yield any confirmed CAF qualifiers for the World Cup, but a picture is emerging having traditional big hitters like Egypt, Morocco, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, and Tunisia are firmly in the mix. Things are not looking good for Nigeria, with the Super Eagles winless after 4 games. That's not good for Nigeria. Nigeria is a powerhouse, and they have been struggling as of late to get into the World Cup. It looks like they're not going to be getting in this year, so that's going to be tough for them. CONCACAF with the U.S. men's national team, Mexico and Canada qualifying automatically as hosts. The CONCACAF qualification stage has different complexion. This window will not see any confirmed qualifiers, but the likes of Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Honduras will expect to challenge for a place at the tournament. So hopefully, we will see one of these teams: Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Honduras. I think Costa Rica was one of the stronger teams because the last I checked, Costa Rica did go kind of far in the World Cup, and I think Jamaica also made a run as well in the last World Cup last time I checked. But we'll have to see what's going to happen with one of those teams coming out of the CONCACAF, and then will they make a chance? Will they make a run for the stage? Um, Next up, we have CONMEBOL. Ecuador and Brazil are closing in on spots at the World Cup, as as are Uruguay and Colombia, with the gap from the top to top six to seventh place widening. Of course, Brazil is always going to make a run. They want to do that. They want to come in and dominate as they usually do. Colombia also is also a pretty good team. The last I checked, they were really good coming in there. Uruguay was always making a run. I say sort of the dark horse coming in there, and you can't deny Ecuador. It's going to be a really competitive season for these guys, for those teams. So we have to pay attention to that. We have two other slots open. The OFC, with New Zealand securing the automatic qualification, New Caledonia advanced to the Inter-Confederation playoffs, which will be decided in March 2026. So that's next year. That's 1 year from now. So that's next year. New Caledonia could definitely make its way into the World Cup next year. Last but not least, you have the Europeans, UEFA. No European teams will qualify for the World Cup in March, with the UEFA qualification stage just beginning. So right now, the UEFA qualification stage is just beginning, and we might see some European teams making their runs to come into the World Cup. And it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen with the European, because Europe. Let's face it, Europe has all. I'm gonna go on a bit of a I'll go on a bit of a string. You might be saying I'm pulling your leg, but I'm gonna say that Europe probably has the best teams. Because they have they're the place where they have a really good soccer team, and they're very soccer. They love soccer, playing soccer over there. Um, but we'll have to see. Argentina did win the World Cup in the last World Cup, so Argentina might definitely make a chance to get to repeat as champions in this World Cup. And time is it's getting closer and closer to the World Cup happening next year. So there's a lot of things that are going on. Um, we don't know. Maybe if Argentina is able to stay healthy, and they can actually still compete in the World Cup. It's going to be really exciting to see what's going to be the turnout of what's going to happen with Argentina repeating as champions. Can they do it? Only time will tell. Or maybe we will see a new champion be crowned in the World Cup next year. So I'm just bringing this live stream to you guys to talk about the World Cup qualifiers, because I couldn't do it in my regular videos, and I apologize for that. So I'm bringing this to you to let you know about that. I'm going to be posting the link to this article in the after I'm done here. I'm going to be posting a link to this article on the live stream so you guys can read it up for yourselves. And it also has additional links that talk about each of the different conferences, so everybody can see what if you have a particular team that you like, you can check out the standings of the team and root for that team to get the win. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with them going forward. So that's it for this live stream. I'm going to be ending the live stream now, and I'll be bringing you another live stream. And I want to do one more live stream, and I'm going to be bringing that live stream to you. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and also give you more updated information about what's going on with the World Cup. So thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one.